Hey, I'm Margot from Around the Court, Around the World, and I'm here with Kouyaté, and I'm going to ask him 5 questions. We're at this 25k here in Nashville, the Nashville Pro Classic, sponsored by Nashville Shores. And so he has come in from, where have you come in from?
From Florida.
From Florida, but you're originally French?
Yeah, I'm originally from Paris, France.
Okay, excellent. So a little bit of international flavour here today. What do you think is the most important thing to transition from junior play to professional play?
Yeah, it's a good question. The thing is the professional players, they play a little bit smarter, have more experience. You know, the junior players, they kind of hit the ball, but they don't have a plan yet. That's what I want to say. And there is a big difference in terms of professionalism, you know, the way to manage the career, manage the tournament, the experience, you know, how to manage the match itself, you know, how to be solid in the moment you have to be solid, how to tie the game when you have to tie it up, and you know, how to take care of your body, how to take care of everything outside the court, and the nutrition, the media when you get to a really high level, and all this stuff, you know, you need experience to understand all of these, and also understand your body, all the physical preparation. The game is so intense physically that your body, when you're 16, 17 or 18, is already able to perform in the high level. That's why, you know, it's more when you're like 19, 20, 21, 22 that your body starts being ready to be like responding all the requirements to be performing at the very high level. So all of these points can explain
a lot of different factors. Yeah. So if you could pick one factor emotionally for a player to have to make them successful, which one factor would you say is the most important?
I would say the determination and focus. I know it's two.
Yeah,
but,
that's okay.
Determination, because you know, you can be talented, you can want to become a professional tennis player, but this is, you know, something that you need to be obsessed with, you know, every day. And every day you need to think about it and try to put all the odds in your favor. Try to make everything in your life, you know, to make it happen. So this is that kind of determination that makes basically your whole life as part of this big project, you know. And on the court, obviously, the determination, you know, never give up, always fight. Sometimes you're gonna fall, but you always have to get back on your feet and fight again and get back to the tour. Or you know, some of the players, they say they're gonna have some failures, and instead of, you know, go back and try even harder and go again, they're gonna probably just collapse and say, okay, that's not for me, or I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
So you need to have a very strong character, a very good high determination, and focus, because at the end of the day it comes down to a lot of details. So you need to focus on all these details in terms of, again, I told about nutrition, preparation, physical, you know, condition, tactical aspect, and all these little details require a lot of focus, a lot of concentration, whatever it's inside the court or outside the court. Your mind has to be really heavily involved to be performed.
Focus and determination. If you were to pick one aspect of the tennis game, which would you say is the most important?
You mean in terms of physical, tactical, or?
On court, in a match, anything. Anything goes. Most important.
To me, I would say that's not an easy one.
I know.
Only one aspect?
Yep. The number one.
Like, know yourself. Know yourself and know what you're doing. Because you have a lot of players that don't really know what's going on the court.
Yeah.
And they don't know what they can do, they don't know what they can do. And the thing is, once you really know what you're able of doing, what are your strengths or your weaknesses, once you know what's going on the court, and tactically you master, you know, the game, and you're able to adapt yourself depending on the player, you know, in front of you, or the situation, or the moment, or anything. This capacity really to know yourself, know the situation, know what's going on, tactically being able to find the right answer. I I think that's what is the most important, because at the end of the day, everyone is able to hit the forehand, everyone is able to hit the backhand, everyone can serve. So the technique, of course, it can be a factor that is not going to allow you to reach the top level. But I think everyone that is at the top, then technically they're pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the answers are more in like what you're doing on the court, know yourself, know what's going on, and be smart and be able to open different boxes depending on the situation of the day or the player, the opponent. And
that's a fascinating answer. I like it. I've never heard that before. That's really good. Yeah. So you've talked about nutrition. I think you've said the word nutrition 3 times already so far. So what would be your number 1 piece of nutritional advice?
Yeah, I mean, I talk about nutrition because the players, they're like Formula One. If you don't put the right guys into the Formula One, it's not gonna be working well. And
exactly.
Once you get to the really high level, your body is your tool. So you need to make sure you take care of it, and you are what you eat. There's a lot of people are saying that you are what you eat, and you need to basically put the right ingredients to make sure your body is gonna function properly.
Yeah.
Make sure you're gonna recover properly, and so yeah, basically. I don't like to deprive some of the players about like a lot of different kind of food, but they just have to have a balance, like a balanced habit. I want to say, to make sure that they don't take so many like fat stuff, and they also have some pleasure sometimes when they eat. Because you cannot just take away the pleasure. Yeah. But obviously you need to focus on. I mean, basically, it comes down also to know yourself. During the tournament, what you have to eat. Maybe more carbs during the matches. Make sure you drink a lot of water. You hydrate yourself before, during, after the tournament, and after the match, because you need water to prepare your body, and during the effort then to recover. All those little stuff.
Yeah. So balance is the key.
Yeah, balance, yeah.
That's really solid advice.
Balance.
Yeah, excellent. Is there one part of the daily routine, or let's say the workday routine, since everyone's got to have a day off, is there one part of the daily routine that you would consider essential that most people might forget about, that they don't do?
Yeah, I think it's important to have a hobby and to have something outside tennis. So your mind doesn't get deeply crazy after like 5 or 10 years. I think it's important during the day, whatever it is, to put the racket in the bag and do something completely different, something that you like. So you don't focus on the practices or whether it was right, or if you have a bad day or a good day. You have something else that you can rely on. So again, it brings like a good balance for you, and I think it's very important to have this little time during the day where you put your brain outside of the tennis sphere, and kind of find yourself in something else than the sport.
So again with the balance.
Yeah.
Again with
I
the
like
balance.
this word, I guess.
Yes. No, that's really good advice. All right, so we're here in Nashville, obviously. Have you been checking out the music scene?
Yeah, I have to say it's unbelievable. You guys are very lucky. I've been, to the BB King Blues Bar and to the Bluebird Cafe.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
You got into the Bluebird?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? How long did you wait in line?
I was waiting for 45 minutes.
Oh, good for you.
It was very cold, but at the end of the day, it was a good thing, because the show was amazing.
Yeah.
The musicians were unbelievable, and I have to say, I've never seen as much good music, in such a small.
We're so lucky here. We're so lucky. And where are you going tonight?
I don't know yet. It depends on the player, if she wins or if she loses.
Yes. Okay. Do you have plans just in case?
Not yet, but I'm gonna check the magazine, and I will tell you tomorrow.
Excellent. I look forward to hearing from you.
I will tell you.
I want to hear all about it.
All right. Thank you.
So finally, last question. One mental tip for a tennis player. What would be your number 1 mental tip?
Mental tip is to fight. I mean, it's like never give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. We have seen players. Nobody would bet that they would be very good and they became extremely good. I've seen players that were extremely talented and never made it. But perseverance and you know the willingness to fight every day and try as hard as you can, but then you don't have any regrets, and you at least, whether you make it or you don't, you know, you don't regret what you did because you gave the best of yourself. So
yes,
and yeah,
no regrets.
By trying hard and by having the feeling that you have done everything you could, I think this is the highest advice and the most important thing I do.
Great. Well, that's been really interesting stuff you've given us there. So thank you so much for spending 5 minutes with me.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it. And good luck in the rest of the week.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Till next time.